What's going on, guys? How's everybody doing today? Can someone hear me? I don't know if everyone can hear me. Let me turn off the desktop audio. But how are people doing today? I think got some good stuff happening. At least I think. For certain positions that I'm in, yes, we have some good stuff happening. I'm really happy about the movement. Because I was a little worried about this position in particular, but we are seeing some decent movement. Let's see how many people we have in here. Just got into the live stream. Here we go. We got 5 viewers so far. Yes, all good. All right, perfect. I can hear you. All right. Thank you for saying so. Good morning, Yen. I actually didn't want to do members only right away. I'll do members only after 10 minutes. 10 minutes? Yeah. Turn on monetization. I turned off members only. I'll do members only after like 10 minutes or so. Get some questions in, get some movement in here. We got 23 people. Make sure right when you get in here, you hit that like button. It does help out the channel a ton. That's all I ask. I create these videos, every morning that, take time, or actually, stream every morning. I create videos every day, but then stream every morning. So yeah. You still talking about AMC? Yeah, still talking about AMC. AMC is going to make their move soon. And if you're not in AMC, I think you're missing out on a huge movement. So, yes, I'm still talking about AMC. Good morning. AOC ate my hamster? What? What do you think on AMC for the day? I think the movement looks good so far. Besides this drop down, but you did have that increase here, which was a gap up to $10.31. It did fall back down. I think with that gap up, it did look good, but it's up 1%. I lied when I said the overall movement looks good because that looks horrible. The way that it dropped down and crossed over the 15 moving average, or crossed over the 200 EMA, indicates a downward trend, but we are seeing that start to pick back up, get back up to $10.17. So it's not bad. Dude, SOS. SOS, I mean, is dropping. I don't know. I mean, it's down 2%. That's dropping. What I'm really excited about is FuboTV. FuboTV made a huge move last night that I got, I just got really shocked when I looked at it. Today is the day. Today is the day where we're going to see, we need to see some really big movement here. Wednesday, we need to see some volume. We need to see something pick up. I just wanted to say thank you. I enjoyed listening and hearing from you. I appreciate that. I appreciate you saying that. It means a lot. AMC and Doge to the moon. Yep, that's exactly where I'm at. Checking in from 34-degree Santa today. That's cold. I mean, I think it's kind of cold here, but like I haven't been outside and golfed or whatever in a while, so I feel like I haven't been outside. I sold some Fubo in the AM trading, holding the rest. Yeah, I'm holding those right now because I know the potential of this position and the way that it gapped up. I'm hoping we could see this continue to move. There is a possibility that we could see it fall back down, though. A lot of times when you see those large increases, you do see it end up falling down. Now, if it does continue to rise and it opens up at like 23, I'm probably tempted to sell some if it starts to pull back. I'll set a stop loss somewhere at that 23 mark, and if it pulls back, I'll get stopped out. But that's fine. So if it does, go up to 25-ish, my profit target was 25, and I seen it hit 25 multiple times, so I was looking for that, but that didn't end up happening. It decreased all the way down to, I think, like 16, 15, 14 in the pre-market, but did have a pretty good day yesterday, up 8%, and then had a really good day in the after hours market, up 21% to a high of $22.68. So if I can see it get up to that point again, I'll definitely take that to where I can sell that, because my profit or my cost basis is $20.90. Updated cost basis over here is $20.66, but it should be $20.90. The news on SOS, have you read it? No. International signal for distress. No, I haven't. What? Give me the gist. Palantir was a good move yesterday. Yeah, Palantir. Yes, it did. You made 2K. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, I seen Palantir moving, and I was like, wow, this is definitely a great position. I think somebody asked me about it in the morning, so hopefully that person stayed in it, made their move, and went from there. Also, as well, like Coinbase made a decent move yesterday and in the after hours market. So for people that were in it at $300, you were able to basically make your move there. Do you see this continuing to increase? It's going to be iffy. We definitely need to see a pullback after this large movement. You hear about the Goldman Sachs executive that quit his job because he made millions off of Doge? Freaking hilarious. No, but that's awesome. I love hearing about that. I love hearing about that. At least we know that, a lot of people are looking to get into these positions. It's not just, people that are into like meme investing or whatever, as they like to call it. We're actually seeing this as something that could be, an investment, but also something that could change lives. And we've seen that multiple times. I don't know why I'm wearing these headphones, because there's no sound coming through, but it just feels comfortable, I guess. So I'm gonna keep them on. What program is that? I'm using Webull. Courtney just said it. I'm using Webull, the Webull desktop. If you go in my description, you'll see a link, which I don't know if it's, I think that link is pinned to my other account, which is closed. So if I go and look at the stuff in that account, it probably has a bunch of free stocks, like thousands of dollars worth of free stocks. I'll have to check that. Some people are talking AMC is not going to squeeze. I don't know who's saying that. I mean, even like, seriously, and I'm not saying that it's not going to squeeze, but even if it doesn't, it's still worth it at these prices, because the way or the value of the company should be a lot higher than where it is. You know what I mean? So even if it didn't, it would still be a great decision. So there's no issues either way. However, we would love to see it, make that huge move. Got 170 people in here, guys. If you haven't hit that like button, please do so. That's all I ask when I come here and stream in the morning. About to buy gas stock. I would love for FuboTV to open up pretty high so that I can sell it and put more into Tesla. So if you didn't know, I bought 8 shares of Tesla, and I want to buy more shares. I want to hold probably like 10 or 15 shares of Tesla, have that increase, and kind of dial down the amount of stocks that I'm holding, because I'm holding all different types of stocks here. Cost, AMC, GameStop, FuboTV, SOS, Zom, Romeo Power, Ride, FAMI, DraftKings, Doge, Tesla. It's just way too many that you add into here. Way too many. Yay, Zom is down. It's just what we needed. It's only down 2.3%. It was up 10% yesterday. That's pretty good. We'll take that. But just wait. That's being heavily shorted. I think it's gonna be good with all the buying power that we have into this. We show the strength, and the thing that we don't normally see, or we didn't see in the past with Zom, was this amount of movement. 10% of movement. We haven't really seen these types of moves. Typically, it's like 5 cents that we'll see in a day, and now that it's being heavily shorted and people are buying into it, you're seeing the volatility. The way that it moves. It moves 5, 10 cents, 7 cents in a day. You know what I mean? Total cents that it moved yesterday was 12 cents. Is that right? I'm so excited for both AMC and GME squeeze. Our lives are drastically going to change and make us financially free. For most of us, that will be the first time in our lives. I appreciate everyone. Yeah, no problem. I mean, I'm here to help as as much as possible, but I think what people need to end up doing is if they end up getting into that situation where they make the right decision and sell at the right moment, make a lot of money and actually change their lives, I would suggest that they continue to try and invest, continue to try and make money in the stock market, because it doesn't ever stop. You know what I mean? You could say you're financially free, but you could be that person that made a bunch of money and spends it all in a month. And trust me, I didn't think that when I was a kid, my parents would get like income tax and it would be like $5,000, $7,000, and I thought, hey, if I ever get five or $7,000 or whatever it is, I won't be able to spend it in a month. I won't spend that in a month. But I grew up poor, so it made sense why I would think that. But now, like, I had times where I can spend, I don't know, 15,000 in a month easily, and it all goes towards like bills and housework and all of this other stuff. So it's definitely a different situation than what I thought. So just know that just because you make $300,000 off of a trade doesn't mean that it's over. Put more money into the markets, and plus you have to pay taxes. So put more money into the market, and then make it move. And you don't have to do any more like crazy YOLO bets. What's happening with ICP? Coin market cap. Let me see. Come on, where's coin market cap? You got some really high movers here. What's crazy is you look at something like this, like YFI was at 60,000 when I looked at it, I think 2 days ago. And this has grown to $80,000 per coin. And I understand they only have 36,000 coins left. But you said something about ICP. What's ICP doing? That's down quite a bit. It's down 15%. It's back from May. It's down 15%. Where's the price action? Because this is. Oh wait, yeah, there's the price. I was gonna say I see the volume, but you see this steadily decreasing. It's not really making any large moves there. But this is all in May. You did see that large spike from. That's crazy that you would see it from $0 and all of a sudden in May, boom, up to $731. Like, just imagine that. Go from $0 to $731. Are you kidding me? When was this created? Was it created May? I guess May 10th. It started at $731. Trying to look at like year to date, or doesn't really show me that increase. No, whatever. All right, so we have 280 people in here, guys. Hit that like button. I'm gonna go ahead and go to members only. Thank you everybody for chatting. I appreciate that. Like to slow it down. I'm scared it won't go back up. You're afraid ICP won't go back up? Yeah, it is, dropping a little bit. Like I said, it's continuing to fall. And I wouldn't be afraid that it wouldn't go back up. It's just finding the right price. Did it basically start in May 10th? If I look at ICP, let's look. ICP coin release. I don't know what. Launch. That's what I wanted. What is Internet Computer? 4 days after launch, ICP hits 4 on. Let's see. What's the actual date that it launched? I mean, if it launched at 0 and jumped up to $731, then that's why you're seeing that decrease. Typically, if you see it, if you see something launch a lot lower and increase at a rapid rate or a rapid pace, you're going to see that fall off a lot. And it did fall off. Ended up, going back up to about 7. Sorry, I can't see this price. 640, and then it's going to start to drop down, and then you're going to see that start to slowly creep back up to that $600 mark, or I guess 550 in that case, and then start to fall back down slowly as it starts to settle into the realistic price. So maybe you're right. Maybe it doesn't continue to come back, or it continues to go down, but it doesn't come back. So you worried about a solar storm coming? And if it might hit us, they don't. No, I'm not worried of it. I mean, I don't even know what that does. Tell you the truth. So no, I'm not worried about it. If it does, it does. All right, let's go to the charts here. SNDL is up by 4% today. That's pretty good. TCAT's up by 3%, almost 4%. Zomedica, again, down by 2%. Let's see. AMC is now down. That has decreased. You see that downward movement here. That action is just unbelievable. Most people are holding. That action is unbelievable. DraftKings, or Donkey Kong, is down, or it's actually up right now. It was down yesterday, 2.9%. But it opened up at 42, closed at 44. So that's, I consider that a success. I bought in at 55, so obviously I can buy in more shares if I wanted to, but I'm kind of waiting. I know that that's a longer term hold for it. Thank you, D3L, for becoming a member. 217 interest for real. Yeah, that's where I don't really see that. And I mean, I understand how people can come to that. I don't really see it. And I tried to watch some videos about it, because I only see 80%. You know what I mean? And still 80%, still the high shortfall fee rate is legit, it being high. But 217%, I just don't see it. I mean, I see it happening. I just don't physically see it. Like, I'm trying to find it and I don't physically see it. So is it for real? I would say there's a chance, but I would just, you know, think about the fact that we do have a high short borrow fee rate, a really high short borrow fee rate. When we've seen this with costs, they ended up increasing from $15 to $41 in a matter of minutes. So just know big things could happen. Solar storm is big energy wave that sends our, as if it hits us, it can cause storm that can wipe out all technology. Well, then that's fine. Let's work our way from the ground up. I'm not worried about it. You think these red weeks we have our hedge funds selling off positions to kick the can down the road for short positions? No, the down weeks that we're having, I'm not sure if anybody is manipulating the overall markets, because from what I understand, they have control over, you know, every single position with how much institutional you know, investments they have in there, how many firms own the position. Like, you actually have a lot of potential for them to control a lot of stocks to make it look like the market is actually crashing in certain areas. You know what I mean? And, you know, obviously when you do see you know, different funds acting the wrong way, you can trigger that to, or you can tie that to certain sectors as well. But it's a combination of things. When we see those down markets, we see the short selling, which creates fear, and that fear creates selling activity. While partner with the short selling, you're going to see that decrease. And then while it's decreasing, nobody wants to buy until it hits the absolute low. So most people will, let's say AMC is at, you know, $12, and it starts decreasing, gets down to 11, gets down to 10.30, or 10.50. I'm thinking of time, 10.50. You know, 10, you see it decreasing. Now, what people are going to do is they're going to hold off. It's what I do. I'm going to hold off until I get to that bottom, buy in, and then watch that price go up. So that's typically what we're seeing with a lot of people. And these down weeks, the amount of down weeks we had is just, it's just unexplainable. But yeah, you should do a video breaking down AMC's financials so we know what kind of company we are investing in. So the thing about their financials is the fact that we had the pandemic and they have limited availability now, and they didn't have basically anything in the past. It would be hard to break down their financials. You know what I mean? You're basically looking at numbers that aren't real. So when we end up getting to a point to where theaters are at full capacity, where we have blockbusters out, we have you know, Marvel movies that are hitting the screens, then yeah, then we can basically say, all right, we need to know what company we're investing into, understand the financials, because it's always great to understand the financials behind a company, but you have to wait a little bit, because these financials that you're getting now, they're going to miss everything. Good morning. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you everybody for stopping by. Can you break them down pre-pandemic? Yeah, pre-pandemic is something we can look at. The only thing is pre-pandemic doesn't really tie into the increase in volume that we would see after the pandemic, post-pandemic, even during. I guess we're still in the pandemic. So AMC 1 minute is skipping, or as it went from 742 to 748. 749 to 753 seems odd. Trying to see what you're talking about. Yeah, I don't see that. I mean, they skipped 742. 741 to 743, 744, 745, 746, 747, 748. Yeah, I'm not seeing that. So yeah, I think we can we can break them down pre-pandemic. It's just you still get into a point to where it's not really tying to what current financials are. So yeah, it's not an issue to break it down. Understand the revenues, understand their hopefully net income, but it's probably going to be a net loss. You're still in DraftKings? Yes. Yes, I am. I bought 20 shares. Know that it's more of a longer term than I was looking for a longer term play to jump above 70. No way did I think that it was going to come back to 40. But yeah. Don't forget, for AMC, we are heading into the craziest movie season of all time. All movies delayed last year, coming out this year, along with the movies made this year. 2 years in. Yeah. All I know is I think Marvel is starting to take, like, they're releasing, I think, a number of movies this year because of all the movies that were missed. But they're not releasing, I don't think, too much more. But still, I mean, every one of their movies gets a lot, a lot of traction, a lot of people into the theater. So hopefully that's the case. I will go. I will support. And obviously, I will watch every Marvel movie ever made. Multiple times, probably. AMC is $11 billion in debt, hasn't turned a profit in 4 years, and has been in a free fall in earnings since Adam Aaron took over. I don't see the value in AMC. Well, that's, if you're looking at pre-pandemic numbers, yes. It's just like, let's compare it to an NBA team, right? You can have an NBA team that goes 10 years, without making the playoffs, without doing anything. It's literally a full rebuilding. And yes, I think it wasn't like he didn't make the best decisions possible, but if you're so much in debt, it ends up being a horrible situation on your part. However, with all the money that you're gaining from the overall situation here, the increased price in AMC, and hopefully after this, they end up paying off a lot of their debt, and they did pay off about $600 million, I believe. I don't know how much they paid off after that, but they're paying off their debt, and they're able to get back to a certain point, and hopefully they can change their business plan. We don't know about all that, but with the influx in volume, influx in value, you're going to see that price increase, because you never know what this could create. Everybody's surrounding AMC with the thought, hey, we need to support as much as possible. And when we support the price, look what happens. If we support the business, look what happens. So know that it's going to be something different. And yes, I usually like to look at history to see, history will dictate what the future will bring, right? But it's a different case here, because you can look at GameStop and say, okay, well, they need to change up their business plan. They're going to be a dying business, a dying breed. But it's something that for a fact that they're changing their business plan. So yeah, Frank Tucker is right. Make sure you guys hit that like button. We have 436 people in here. My plans for today, and I hope it goes that way, is I can sell out of FuboTV. If that stays up, actually continues to increase, that would be great. And then put more into Tesla, most likely. NBA teams invest in new players. What has AMC done to improve their company? AMC has 1.5 in current liabilities. How exactly are they going to pay that? What? How exactly are they going to pay that with their normal revenue? I don't know what you're talking about. So this is what I'm saying. An influx in interest creates an influx in volume. When you have that influx in volume, you're going to have that increase in, obviously revenue. So that's going to apply to the situation where they can pay their normal liabilities, their normal expenses. So I don't understand where you're coming from. I understand what you mean. You look at the past and you say, hey, I suggest you do all YouTube search for. And so I understand exactly what you mean, you know, questioning a lot of the financial activity, but in order to create a better situation, you can say that you create this interest and it's going to bring a lot more volume to the business. And it's something compared to Tesla as well. And you're saying they're not investing it back into the business the way that they do that. And you know the best situation, if anybody is in debt, if you're literally you're the first person that's in debt, or you're just a normal person that owns a house, whatever, owns credit cards or whatever, you're in debt, you pay off that debt first before you start investing, because the debt is going to accumulate a lot more than your investments will, unless you're gaining like 20% or 30%, which is crazy. So as you look into something like AMC, by paying off debt, you are technically investing into your company. Is that not accurate? I understand where you're coming from with looking at history, understanding their financials, but it could be a lot more depending on changes with the business. This is exactly what you've seen with Tesla, to where people didn't think that they were valued, and they still don't think they're valued at this point. But however, people keep on supporting Tesla as much as possible. It's a cult-like following, which they buy the cars, they have increased revenue, all of this other stuff. They put more money into R&D, and now they can develop new things to where they can actually invest more into their company by doing this, by having this increased price. So you're definitely going to see a lot more value in AMC. I understand the past, but you're going to see a lot more value in AMC going forward. It doesn't want us to buy AMC. I'm going to pull Michael Scott and buy AMC even harder now. Also, all right. The cost to borrow fee is different because borrow and Fintel get their data from one source. Ortex has 85% coverage of all brokers. Ortex might be more accurate. Okay, well, I don't have Ortex. So whatever, it doesn't matter. Either way, there's the short borrow fee rate is still high. Obviously, 217% it's just crazy high. Have you ever heard the forbidden fruit? All everyone told you can't go out and can't do anything. I cannot see this text. You can't go see movies in theaters. What does that make you want to do? Yeah, I agree with you. It makes you want to go out and do that. Hey, Matt, are you still in Ride? Yes, I'm still in Ride. I'm surprised that came down as far as it did. You know, down to $7.66 in history has never been down to that point. Like ever. Has recovered from $10 multiple times, has recovered from $15 multiple times, but has not been down to $7. Hasn't been below $10. It hasn't. So this is a brand new low that it's creating, which means that it definitely looks more tasty. So I'm interested in putting more in there, but we'll see how that plays out, if I'm going to put more in there or put more in Tesla. Where do you see $11 billion in debt? I can't see that anywhere. I wouldn't appear if you just made that up. Yeah, I thought that was a little bit high, but still, I haven't actually looked at or broke down all of their financials. So someone coming up with a number Jesus. Oh. Mm-hmm. See, I'm just trying to look at some stuff. Give me a second. Expenses. Balance sheet. Convertible debt. Total liabilities. Thank you. Thank you for saying bless you. I appreciate that. You're telling people AMC is a good investment when they have $1.5 billion in current liabilities. No way to generate that much earnings. You obviously don't understand, how businesses work. There are a lot of there's a lot of other things that fall into play. Yes, AMC is a good investment. And if you think otherwise, then obviously you're probably that person that doesn't make the right decision in most cases. So, yeah. I mean, it's always great to be able to have those conversations, those extended, I guess, conversations. But if you don't like what I'm saying, then you can just cancel your membership. I mean, that's fine. And obviously, I have reasons behind it. A lot of other people have reasons behind it. You can see the growth that they do have with it. So I'm obviously not going to change my mind. So you can take that somewhere else. Appreciate the conversation a little bit. It was someone said it was more of an argument rather than anything. Not trying to get. I'd rather have discussions with people instead of arguments. Yes, I would agree with you, Jacob. I would agree with you. Of course I know about. You know what? I'm gonna have to. You can cancel your membership, but I'm gonna have to block you out of here because it's just bothering the hell out of me. It's like everything is an argument. Yes, I know about this. Freaking how many degrees? Just relax. I know about how things work. Like obviously I wouldn't say it's a good investment if I didn't believe it was a good investment. So you can cancel your membership if you want to, but you're creating arguments and would like to be able to respond to everybody else. It is precisely because I have liability to asset ratio and their stock price is low. AMC is not, because their current financials, they're a recovery investment. I would agree with you, Jacob. I would agree with you. That's why I said I compared them to an NBA team that's actually, making that rebuilding stage. It's very tough to get out of that, but when you have the support of the people like they do, you can rebuild. You can get out of that. easily. With the influx in volume, you're going to see a lot of people choose AMC over anything because they're supporting it financially. Yeah, he got muted. I couldn't deal with that. Like, I like conversations, but when they really start to turn into arguments and you're fighting with somebody over something that, you know, you believe is going to happen, and, you know, you can't really change somebody's mind. If somebody has their own opinion and they believe that AMC is not a good investment, then, you know, go somewhere. It's fine. You don't have to watch the stream. You realize that there's a choice. Did you see YFI last night? Yes, I did. I was just talking about it earlier today. Where's that? I was just talking about it earlier today, and I was looking at all the coins, broke down the last 24 hours, and you could see that, where was YFI? Up. We're seeing some big moves right now. But I did see YFI on here. One. I don't know where the heck it went. I just seen it. Basically went up to 80,000. Yeah. Basically went up to 80,000. The growth in that is crazy. I think it might have been because of my video. You know, it had about 1,000 views, so it probably reached a bunch of people. No. Tell you the truth, it doesn't have to, you don't have to actually buy that many. There's only 36K. There's only 36K available. So if the total count of coins, where's that at? Where's the total counts of coins? Total supply. Total supply. It should be 36. I don't even know where it's at. Oh, there we go. 36,000 is up at the top. So you literally don't have to have that much movement in order to do it. Now, you do have 3.3 million shares worth of volume, which is crazy because you only have a supply of 36K. So that means that those were moving in and out, back and forth. Yeah, welcome to Money Makes Money member. Thank you for joining as a member. I appreciate that. Good morning and good luck today, everybody. I keep hearing people talking about crypto. Dash. Any thoughts on Dash? No. How many people are you hearing talk about this? So it has made a move in December, and now you're starting to see it at these low points, or it was at these low points of $47, $67. You did see that increase in January to February, and now it's sitting at $423. The total circulation is 10 million. The max supply is 18 million, so it's not bad. I mean, it's similar to basically what Bitcoin could get to, or sorry, Bitcoin is when it comes to the max supply. So that's not bad. Seeing it at $421, not bad at all. You can definitely see that increase. I don't know if you will see this make huge moves because it all depends how many people get behind it, how many people hold it. So, I mean, it looks like a great situation. What was this up at? Up at 1,000 or something? Let me go, how long is this? Let me go year to date maybe? No. 1 year? I don't want to do all. Why is it all? I just want to do like 2 years worth. There we go. 1,330. So it could possibly get back to that point. You could see that large increase as it does slowly grow. So it looks pretty good. I just don't know the full detail behind it. Like why Dash is an open source blockchain and cryptocurrency focused on offering a fast, cheap global payment network that is decentralized in nature. According to the project's white paper, Dash seeks to improve upon Bitcoin by improving stronger privacy and faster transactions. That's interesting. Very interesting. Dash's name comes from digital cash. good name. Was launched in January 2014 as a fork of Litecoin. Since going live, Dash has grown. It's a fork of Litecoin, but Litecoin is less value. This is where I never understood those. I mean, you look at something that's like a fork of Ethereum, and you see it at a portion of what Ethereum is worth. AMC isn't in debt because the bad business practice. It was because of COVID, declining interest and customer. All that had obvious changes. Yes, I would agree with that. How much were they losing per month when during the pandemic? Like this article here talks about AMC losing. AMC theaters lost 4.6 billion in 2020. If you think you had a bad year, AMC lost 4.6 billion in 2020. So a lot of that came from 2020. So you're right. Good investments are in the eye with the beholder. Everyone told me I was dumb for dumping into Doge, and I cashed out almost 50K. That's a good investment to me. Same goes for AMC. Yeah, exactly. People will say all day, Doge is a horrible investment, don't get into it. Yet people are making, 100% on their money, or 1,000% on their money or whatever. You know what I mean? So I feel like you're right. It is a good investment only if you go into it with positive thoughts. If you're going into it basically saying, I don't know what this investment will be, then that's not really a good investment. If you have any type of understanding and say, yeah, I think Dogecoin could be at 30 cents. I think it could be at 40 or 70 cents. Yeah, then that's a great investment. But if you go into it and say, I'm just gambling, then that's gambling. That's not an investment. Now, if it works out, it works out. Then you can call it an investment if you wanted to and make it seem like you actually had a profit target when you didn't. So if we disagree on stocks, is that black on black crime? I don't think so. I don't think so. I'm pretty sure it's not. Depends how heated the argument gets. Usually I'm cool. So I can have a disagreement and give my point. You can give your point. There's a lot of people that we understand exactly what, just to follow this up before I forget, I think Dash could be a good investment the way that it is moving. So hopefully that, but yeah, it's always great to be able to have discussions. And this is why I wanted to, I would love to create like a podcast, like a sit down podcast in here with like a couple of people, a couple of financial friends, and actually just have different conversations about things. And even if we do argue on the best investments or worst investments, we can still obviously be friends afterwards. And everybody has their own strategy. Just like I was watching Millennial Money recently, and they were arguing over, Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies and Tesla and all that other stuff. And some people were more bullish on Tesla, were more bullish on crypto, and other people were just like, I don't believe in crypto as much. You're going to see this bubble. It's in a bubble. It's going to crash, all this other stuff. And then the people that were for crypto were like, I mean, yes, that could possibly happen, but are we going to see as much of an impact as we've seen previously? So it was just like a lot. But it was great to see, to be able to see that argument and them still coming out on top. What did I miss about Doge, Matthew? I didn't say much about Doge, not yet. I'm still, holding strong. It's still, showing this, support, showing 48 of a support. We are going to see this continue to rise. We've seen it go up to 52. We need to see it go up to 54, make those moves as people start to continue to buy in. Once we get all these other catalysts that, take place, whether it's, being accepted by Amazon, by Tesla, also being able to buy it on Coinbase would be amazing. Hopefully Robinhood being able to transfer your crypto out of Robinhood into an actual wallet, that would be amazing. So we would see all of these different catalysts that would actually increase the price by a lot. I don't think Doge is going anywhere. So if you are holding on to it, we're probably going to see it, grow. So just hold on to what you have. You probably don't have a crazy amount. If you do, then, you do. And if you can sit on it, then sit on it. But in my opinion, that's only my opinion. Still think Doge is going to $1? Yes. I think it's going above that. I think it's going to $2. If I was breaking it down, it could definitely go to $2. Now, it has that possibility of going to 10, but that would be a $1.3 trillion market cap, which is doable compared to what Bitcoin is, but you would need a lot. And it would need to happen within that 1 year. We understand that new coins are created literally every day. So you have about 5.2 billion that's created every year. So basically you would need to, that volume would need to be pretty good. I would buy Doge at 25 cents. Yeah, I'll buy more if it does go lower. Like I have it at 52 cents, but I would definitely buy more. I mean, I only hold $1,000 worth here, and I don't think it's going anywhere. I mean, you may see it fluctuate and drop down a bit, but I'm only holding $1,000 worth. So yeah, Ethereum up to 4,300. This is crazy growth. This is gonna get to 5,000 soon. Like the growth is just absolutely ridiculous. Like I just want to see a pretty decent pullback. I've been investing into Ethereum, but I don't even know what my Robinhood is sitting at because Dogecoin did come down a little bit, but Ethereum is going up. You see Litecoin actually being at close to that $400 mark. But I really want to transfer everything out of Robinhood. But Ethereum Classic is actually down for me quite a bit. Total return is negative $27. So I'm down $27 on Ethereum Classic. I'm up $90 on Ethereum. I only put in how much did I put in? $200. Let me see. Dogecoin. I'm still up on Dogecoin here. $92 on Dogecoin and Robinhood, and I'm down like $40 in Webull because I bought at 55. Nose is stuffy. Holding Palantir as my long-term stock. Can it be the next app or Microsoft? Matt or Make Money Crew? Anyone? I haven't looked that far into Palantir. A lot of people think that it's a long-term play. I mean, I like looking at a lot of things as short-term plays, especially when I'm looking into Webull. If I am looking at a long-term position, most likely I'm going to look at a lot of information in Fidelity because they give you just a lot more. This one, obviously, this platform just gives you a lot of technical analysis tools. Imagine buying a Tesla with Doge. Yeah, that would be amazing. Imagine the announcement of you can now buy Tesla with Doge. Was the ETC pullback from 170 a huge sell-off? Yeah, that was pretty big. Down to what was the low it got to? I don't even know what the low is that it got to because this, I feel like Webull is just like way behind. I would have to go to like, let's see. I bought more ETC recently. Let's see. um, let's go with like the last month. So it got down to 99 and increased to a current. So yeah, that pullback from, it says 155. I never seen 170 here. I only seen 170 in Robinhood. And I know you pump your videos with AMC and GME stuff, but can you use your platform to ensure people that Robinhood literally can't restrict selling? Can I use my platform to show that that Robinhood can't literally restrict selling? They can. What do you mean? They can. They'll just get, frowned upon. I mean, they restricted all things that you could do with Doge. When that happened, it was I didn't see buy button or sell option, and everything that I put in was canceled. So I don't know what you're getting at here, but yeah, if something's important, I would definitely use my platform to say something about it. I feel like if invest in Ethereum, it'll finally pull back. Possibly. I mean, that's usually how it works. You always, if you have a feeling that it will pull back on you, it probably will. Price for ECT is always between Coinbase and Robinhood. Always off between Coinbase and Robinhood. It's off between Coinbase, Robinhood, and Webull. And I mean off by a lot, because Robinhood is basically saying that it's at 170 at some points, and then Webull will say it's at 140, and Coinbase will say it's at or Webull will say 144, Coinbase will say 140. It would help the squeeze if they're, it aids their insolvency. Doge wasn't a squeeze. Yeah, Doge wasn't a squeeze. This is what I'm saying. The issue with what would happen with Robinhood, right? Or what would happen with Robinhood if AMC, once AMC starts to increase a hefty amount, right? Just know that most of that volume will come from the hedge fund side, right? We're holding a ton of shares. So yes, we can understand that we do need people to buy a little bit because people are selling, right? But most of that volume will come from the hedge fund side, not from us. So with them covering their shorts, it's not going to be an issue on whether we're using Robinhood or not. It's going to be the fact that they're going to be covering as much as they possibly can, and they have no restrictions at all. That's because Robinhood's making a $30 difference. But how? How are they making the $30 difference? If they're telling you it's at 170 and then you sell at 170, or you sell at 200, you're getting the $200 back. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're getting all of that money. So they would be losing money if they did that. If they wanted to charge a fee, they would basically say the price is less while the price is actually more. Do you know what I mean? So if Robinhood is, if Coinbase is right, and let's say this was 170, Robinhood would have to be 140 in order to charge that fee. You know what I mean? If they charge more, then they're not charging a fee. Do you know what I mean? If they basically say, hey, I'm gonna have you buy this position, and yes, ultimately you're looking at it and saying, oh, I'm paying $30 extra for this, but when you sell, you're also getting $30 extra. So it would make sense if the price was 140 and the 140 over in Robinhood and 170 over in Coinbase. Can you not become a member? Egg salt. Can't figure out how to become a member on mobile. I have all my AMC on Robinhood, and it's worrying me. I have 10, 50 calls for Friday. Like, dislike. Well, first, if you have an iPhone, I think you can't do it. You would have to do it on a desktop version. I think there was somebody that figured it out how to do it on an iPhone, but I'm not 100% sure how they did it. They didn't explain it. But I don't understand why you're worried on Robinhood. Do you feel like they're going to restrict you from doing something with your AMC? Because I'm usually okay with what's going on there, but I'm not 100% sure what will happen if you needed to sell something, if they restricted everything. But I don't think they're gonna restrict that. We're gonna see this increase. It's gonna be not based on the buy volume that we have. It's gonna be the hedge funds that have to do something with that. You're right, I didn't hear that correct. Stuff that processes crypto isn't the same stuff that processes normal stocks. They can't just say, oops, our servers can't handle this volume and temporarily unavailable, prevent you from even logging in. E-Trade has gone down every time AMC seems a bit of a spike. Yeah, of course. And the only thing we can do is sit on it until, we're not going to sit here and sell. Yes, you'll have people that get scared and sell off, and that's what they're hoping for. So maybe you have all of these platforms that are in cahoots with each other, in cahoots with the, I've never used that term, but in cahoots with the hedge funds as well. So yeah, I think they restrict GME and AMC in January. Yeah, they restricted the buy button. You were able to sell, but they restricted the buy button, which is very convenient. And even David Portnoy, I can't say his last name, Portnoy, called this out, and he was I think he was talking to the Robinhood CEO, which is funny. And him just going, why not disable both? Why not disable the buy and sell button? If you can't handle the volume, then you can't handle the volume. You shouldn't be able to sell the positions as well because you can't handle the volume. Not restrictions, app crashing or stop working. Have you had that happen? I haven't had that happen at all, where it actually stopped working. And yet, actually, I can't say I haven't, had it happen based on a lot of experience because I don't use Robinhood that much. I only use it right now for I only use Robinhood for my crypto right now, even though I am using Coinbase as well. So I don't think you'll see that. Have you seen that often, that it stops working? I really don't. See, I ask you questions, and the only way you can respond is with the super chat. So you know what? No, I can't do that. I can't do that. I was gonna do add moderator. I can't do that because then then I'm not gonna be able to track the members here. I'm not gonna be able to track all of that, and you won't get any of the videos that I have planned to put out for members only. It happens when shit goes wild. Oh, it does when stuff goes wild. See, I haven't ever noticed that. I seen a freeze with Webull as well. It seems like Webull and Robinhood really have those problems, but then you have things like Fidelity and TD Ameritrade, all of those that don't really make those moves. I don't use Robinhood, but I've seen plenty of screenshots on Reddit. I hear you. I hear if you close the chat, you can find the join button. Well, that's usually how it goes on any of them. Got a lot of lawsuits pending against Robinhood. Yeah, but like how? This is the thing about lawsuits, and I keep trying to say this about different policies, procedures, lawsuits that they put in place, right, or that they have. It doesn't really matter if the people behind the scenes of these lawsuits are also, you know, basically getting their pockets padded by some of these firms and, you know, big businesses and hedge funds and all of that. If we have you know, different senators and people that are running have their own campaigns taking money from people, they're most likely not going to do anything that's going to hurt them. So this is where it ends up getting tricky because you never really know what's going on. You never really know, and that's why I'm like, all right, well, if you're putting in these lawsuits, putting in all these, you know, laws as well, this legislation, then it should do something. But a lot of things don't seem like they're actually, being like active, and it just makes no sense to me. So I know this is getting into like a conspiracy theory. I just don't like. I don't like dealing with all that stuff, all the government related stuff when it comes to money, because you know that they take money for their campaigns. They locked up during GME before they restricted buying. Wow. Well, I'm in it till the end, I guess. According to Google's support site, you can't become a member from an iOS device unless you use your web browser, Chrome, and tell it to open YouTube in desktop mode and not the mobile format. Okay, thank you for saying that. And you could do that. Yeah, you could do that from your phone because you're telling it to open in the desktop version. Anyone see FBI show last night? First seemed like they used Robinhood as a basis. I didn't see it, but that sounds funny. Could apps be messing up when there's too much traffic? Like when you go to a big event and your phone internet goes to crap. um, yes, if there's too much traffic, they should have the servers for this though. A lot of people are looking to, buy in certain position. If there is too much traffic, yes, it can get hectic. But if you see other brokerages going through this and able to make their moves, then you're fine. I know a lot more people are trading on Robinhood and Webull, all of the like mobile platforms that you can use. A lot of people are trading on these platforms in order to make some money there. But that's probably the reason. You have Fidelity, which has more of an older audience in the world. Fidelity has more of an older audience, and also Robinhood that has, and Robinhood and Webull that has a younger audience that are looking to get in on a lot of this investment. Dude, I just said that. Shifthood, Binance is good. BlockFi or off exchange wallet is the best in my opinion. No one has access to your keys, but you want to use one where you have a key for sure. Show was 100% about Wall Street versus retail traders. Yeah, but they have a good legal case to pursue. But I understand your frustration. It's a shit show when the system is rigged. Yeah, I mean, you never really know what's going on, and it does suck when you don't know what's going on, and you're a part of this country, and you feel like you're doing the right thing by investing, but then certain businesses just don't want you to win, so they tear you down. That's what sucks. Look at eyes. Look at eyes right now, up 25%. I mean, that's not a crazy amount, but 25% is a lot, especially where it was. So I think that's a pretty big move. We have about just over 45 minutes till the market opens, and we're going to see what happens today. I hope that we see some good moves. We're down 2% on costs, down to $16.35. That sucks. We're down on MVIS, down to $14.29. You don't know, Carl's Calls bought in at $14 flat. Speaking of that, I had a Carl's Calls recorded, and I don't know where it went, but he basically invested in American Airlines a while back, and I didn't realize that it wasn't posted because I thought I posted it. So I am extremely sorry about that. So I have to do an update on that. But right now we have American Airlines that's been sitting in there for a while. I remember when GME happened, my E-Trade app wouldn't even work. Would stay logged in. Should I drop 2K into Doge? Need your advice, Matthew. I mean, I need your opinion. So that all depends on what you want to do. So as I look at crypto, as I look at Doge, you could see that some of these lows are around 40. Before we see that increase, I would imagine that it's going to take that decrease down to that 40 level. And if you can get in somewhere around there, it has been resisting at, oh shoot, come on. It has been, resisting here somewhere around 48. So you are going to see that resistance. It has 3 touch points, or has a support level, sorry, of 48 or so. So just know that it is going to try and bounce back off of that. But if you can see that go a little bit lower, I'm not sure it will. Just pick the right spot. But yeah, I think anybody should invest some money into Doge. I don't know if you should invest 2,000 right from the start. Typically, I like to start with a little bit, understand that it does have a possibility of going lower, so then you can put more money into it so that you can lower that cost average basically by half the distance between the two. You know what I mean? What do you think about Ride and Clove? I think Ride needs to make a move soon. Obviously, it's getting very depressing to be in that position, but luckily I didn't put a crazy amount in there. The overall look of this, when I look at, I want to look at the last 6 months. The overall look at this, when I look at how it moved, right? Previously was not at these levels. It never hit these levels of $7.76 or $7.60. So we're seeing it decrease to levels that we've never really seen before, which is definitely something that could happen. However, with all of this strength, all of this possibility, all of this movement in the position, especially up to 30, down to 1280, up to 30 again, down to 18, up to 30. So you're seeing support and resistance levels being created. You have all these test points here, but we had a massive downturn for a lot of positions that were in the market that were fast movers, I guess. I don't know what else to call them, but they were decreasing a lot over the last month and a half. Really from for a Ride, it's been decreasing since before that. However, it showed a lot of support at 1280. So the fact that it got down to a low of 642 is something that I just couldn't even believe at all. So I do see more potential into this to increase. Definitely have these touch points. It's just the last 2 months or the last month and a half as you start to look at it. It's been nothing but downhill. Had a little bit of a rally, but it wasn't a real rally. We're creating these new lower lows and lower highs as well. After creating this high, I thought it was going to bounce back. You know what I mean? So you started to see that push up, and then all of a sudden, boom, everything fell off. So I still do believe in Ride. I'm still holding it at 200 shares right now at, it says $10.21, but it's $11. But I will invest more into it. I believe so. I believe I will invest more into it. I'm just waiting for that that kick up. Soon you're going to see that jump, and then you're going to see this make huge gains as long as the market doesn't collapse. Thanks for keeping it real and helping educate all of us along the way. Only have like 70 shares of AMC at $8.77, but really excited for the weeks to come. I need something to offset my ZOM. Yeah, so do I. Right now, ZOM for me is basically getting to a point to where it might decrease by the total amount of shares that I have. So $3,000 worth, because it's steadily decreasing. So we do see that it could have that potential bounce off of 73, and we're looking for that to jump, make that move. It was great to be able to see it create new highs here, get to $1.34. But we need a lot more positive movement. This negative movement and the amount of shorting that's going on here is ridiculous. This was supposed to continue. That was going to continue to bounce. This shorting here, I mean, it's heavily shorted, at least 30% for the last 2 weeks, right? We look at, Fintel for ZOM, and that's exactly what you're going to see. You're going to see a lot of shorting. Let me see if I actually have Fintel. Yeah, even yesterday, where I think you've seen a positive move yesterday. Let's see, let's go back. Yeah, you've seen 10% increase, right? But you're still seeing 37% short. Out of 35 million shares, you had 13.2 million shares that were short. The short probability rate is pretty low, but you can see over every single day, the 11th, 37%, the 10th, 37%, the 7th, 26%. That's a little lower, but still high. The 6th, 38%, the 5th, 66%. Like, they're looking to short this thing like out of existence, but we have a lot of buying power behind it. So they're going to do nothing but fail. There's a ton of buying power behind it. If you can get shorted 37% and still be up 10%, that means that you have a lot of buying power behind this position. People are looking to continue to get into this and drive this up. So my thoughts on ZOM is, you can stay strong, or you can give up and going about your day. It just all depends on what you want to do. At one point, I was looking to invest another 4,000 shares in at this 73-cent mark, and it wouldn't even hurt to invest more money into this 82-cent mark. So we'll see how FuboTV plays out, because FuboTV is now steadily decreasing. I have 100 shares there, and I want to be able to sell that, either put that into Tesla or put that somewhere else. So right now, Tesla is down to $604. So it's great to be able to see that continue to drop down, because then you can buy more shares, average down. I only have 8 shares, but 8 shares is still expensive. It's around almost $5,000 worth. Thoughts on SOS? I still have strong thoughts on SOS, to where I know it's going to make its move. It's just inevitable. At points, it creates new highs or higher highs. It also creates higher lows, which is definitely a great sign. Recently, we've seen a lot of downward movement, and actually, I want to see what the short volume is there. I don't think it's that high, but yesterday was pretty bad to begin with. I think it was in the pre-market. We've seen it drop down a significant amount. Yeah, SOS is only 13% that it's been shorted. 2.7 million. That's still above average. Above average, I would say, is above 10%. Let's see. Typically hovering around that, I guess, 15%. It had a couple of days where it was above 20. One day where it was above 20. So ride it up, reverse position at the top. Make more on the way back. What? if you see a pattern and expect it to return, run it up and down each time. Yeah, I mean, yes. If you definitely see it resisting at that point, you have to see it resisting. I would say at that high point, if you're looking to short it, you have to see it resisting at that point, falling back down and looking like it's going to have a downward trend, downward movement, so that you can be able to ride that on the way down. It's just shorting is a lot scarier than buying. Like buying, you can lose everything that you invested. Shorting, you can lose everything that you ever you have in the account. You know what I mean? It has an endless amount that you can get to. Just like if you're buying, it has an endless amount it can get to, but it has all of your investment that you put in there, $3,000, you can only lose that $3,000 on a buy investment. Yeah, only if you think it will repeat. Yeah, exactly. Do I think Ethereum Classic can push? Yeah, I think Ethereum Classic can push. We're seeing a lot of crypto move. The fact that it did come down quite a bit is very concerning. I mean, obviously you're going to see that pullback. You're always going to see a pullback, but not in this time period where you see that pullback. It should be increasing, where you see a lot of other crypto increasing. I think today we're seeing a little bit of a pullback with a lot of things, but we should be seeing that increase. James, thank you for becoming a member. I think you were able to figure it out. That's good that you were able to figure it out. Yes. We have 636 people in here, guys. Hit that like button. It does help out the channel a ton, more than you know. And we can definitely see what's going to happen as we get into these next 30 minutes. Hopefully we see some positive moves. SNDL is up 4% still. TCAT's up 3%. Tesla's down 2%. That's pretty bad. It's starting to decrease. And if it gets down to 500, that'll be interesting. Very interesting. Only endless if you don't instantly put your stop loss. If you don't have a plan and stop loss point, you shouldn't be shorting. Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. Absolutely right. You shouldn't be investing either if you don't have a plan. You should always have a plan, where your stop loss is, where your profit target is, all of that stuff. However, it just sucks if you're doing swing trading and you can't look at the market to set. Because for me, I set a manual stop loss rather than setting an automatic stop loss. Most cases, sometimes I will. But most cases I'll set my manual stop loss. Any good oil and gas stocks? I can't say that I look into oil and gas that much, actually, at all. But I'm sure there is. Great. What is this from? That's from April 20th. I would like something from now. Strong buys. Slick oil stocks to buy. Yeah, if you just type those in, I mean, you can review those yourself. There's a number of them. You got 7 strong buys for oil stocks. One being PXD, another one being COP. So you have some stocks there that you can look at and do some analysis with, but I don't look into oil stocks that much. When we hold crypto, are we essentially waiting for whales to dump money into it? The lower crypto, not yes and no. Like anything that's like lower in market value, that's lower in price, yes, that's basically what we're waiting for. Is a lot of that big movement. If you do see a lot of popularity that's going around with retail traders, then yes, you would look to, wow, it looks like Tesla's decreasing. It's almost down 3%. But yeah, you'll look to make some money there. But for like anything like Ethereum, Bitcoin, Ethereum Classic, some other positions as well, you would probably look at those as long-term investments rather than anything else. I made money with Marathon Oil when went by the charts. Yeah, again, you want to do your own research. That's why I don't want to tell people, hey, buy into this. I'll say this looks like a good investment. It looks like a good buy, but you need to make your own decision there because it is all about your decision. So I hope Tesla runs up today, but it's looking like a lot of things are red. But yesterday we seen everything red, and then things started to turn around. So hopefully that's the case. Hopefully we don't see the opposite where things are green and things don't really make a move, because I think AMC right now, yes, it's a little positive, but we should be a lot of positive. We're almost at 300 likes, guys. Hit that like button. We gained 4 new members today. I appreciate any of the members that joined. Also, if you guys want to follow any of my other channels, definitely do so. The Perry Experience channel, the MP Shorts channel, all of that. So glad that I got on an Ethereum train last month. Yeah, I mean, I wish I could have gotten it at 2000. It bothers the heck out of me every single day. But, can't be salty about it, even though I am. Could you make 30K a year from investing? How much cash would you need? So yes, from trading, you can make 30K a year. So there's a difference between like trading and investing. So investing is set up for like retirement and long-term moves, bigger purchases, all of that other stuff, right? You're investing in your future, investing in your family's future. That's a whole different situation, a whole different animal. If you gain 10% there every single year and you let it sit there, that would be amazing. And you continue to add on to that. However, trading, as you're doing swing trading and day trading, that was solely what I did. I would only do day trading to where I would make $100 a day, $30,000 a year. I'm accounting for, all of the weekends as well. I would try and make as much money as I could within the week to average out $100 a day, which I was able to do easily. Sometimes I would make more than that. It's much easier with day trading and being very disciplined. Some days I would end up losing money. Other days I can make, instead of making $100, I would make $500. So yes, you can definitely make $30,000 a year or more day trading, as long as you are disciplined and you develop strategies. You're able to practice every now and again, and it might actually be less time consuming, because for like a 9 to 5 that you have, it's going to be 8 hours that you're going to be spending at work versus 30 minutes of trading during the day. Maybe it might be a little bit more depending if you don't hit your profit target, but if you're disciplined and you hit that profit target and then stop trading, then you're good. There's a lot of people that will continue trading saying, hey, you know what, I made 100, how about I make 200? Well, now you have that potential chance to lose the 100 that you just gained. And yes, the next day you can do the same thing and you can lose the 100 you just gained, but you're going in with a fresh brain, fresh mindset. So yeah, you definitely can. I've made over $30,000 a year, multiple years, but this year has been looking pretty bad. I know 2020, I did not do basically anything. I was not trading. The only thing I was doing was focusing on YouTube a lot. And I couldn't focus on investing because of the fact that, I had a 9 to 5, so I wouldn't be able to do it. I do have a 9 to 5 now still, but they're more laxed on some of the hours. So I'm able to stream and trade a little bit during the day. But then again, I miss my exit point when it comes to swing trading. I've missed my exit point 3 times already while doing this. So it's not coming out to be profitable for me right now because of the fact that I keep missing my damn exit point or my entry points. For Ethereum, miss my entry point. And that was mainly not because of time. Well, technically because of time. It's because I was transferring my money from one brokerage to another. So you can definitely make it if that's what your question is. Long-winded answer. I had 2,000 at 4 cents. I wish I wouldn't have sold my Doge, my 2,000 Doge back in the beginning of February. Yeah, I mean that seems like a lot. I still want to play some COD with you. Yeah, I mean I'm all for it. Talk some stocks while we take some heads off. Yeah. Join my Twitch stream later. Possibly. Why not go full time, like trading? Why not go full time trading? I don't know. Something about something stable for some reason just sits well with me, and I understand that like YouTube isn't stable. The stock market isn't stable. If we hit a bearish market, which we have been hitting for the last however many days, it's very tough to make money. For even the best traders, it's very tough to make money. You end up losing a lot of money, or you lose money consistently. If you're very disciplined, then you lose less money. The problem is that I wasn't able to catch it when it did start to go downhill quite a bit. And it seems like a lot of the downhill movement happened overnight. So a lot of my positions are, let's say, in the thousands or in the hundreds. So trying to put in a limit order for hundreds or thousands wouldn't actually go through in the night. And that's where it ends up being a little tough. So the inconsistency with all of the revenue streams, even though I have a lot of revenue streams and I know that I bring in probably, I don't know, at least 5 times what my salary income is, looking at that, I can say, oh, well, you know what, I can make up for that. But by nature, I'm just like a workaholic, I guess. So it's tough. What are the names of your other channels? I have the Perry Experience channel. If you go to my channel here, if you click on my name, you're gonna see there are multiple tabs. If you go to channels, actually, let me bring it up. All right, here we go. Yeah, if you go to my channel, and it's going to say that I'm live, but then if you go over to channels, you're going to see channels I'm associated with, which is the MP Shorts channel and the Perry Experience channel. This is my brother's channel, my best friend's channel, one of my friend's channels as well. Actually, this channel is really good too. Family Young Vlogs. They have 9 kids. Really good channel if you guys are into like family vlog channels. But yeah, the Perry Experience, MP Shorts. I do like podcasts over there whenever my wife wants to do it, or if I have any other type of guests. I also do reaction videos. I just did a pretty decent video on the TikTok comment section. I think that was pretty good, pretty funny, so definitely check that out. I also do streaming where we talk about Dogecoin while I play Call of Duty or whatever. Also, I'm playing Resident Evil Village right now, so yeah, so there's a lot of stuff that I'm into. I'm always into creating content. And the MP Shorts channel as well. MP Shorts channel, I just create a bunch of short form videos around 60 seconds, less than 60 seconds, so where I'm talking about different stock, picks, decisions, all of that stuff. So, Jesus, 4 dislikes. 4 dislikes versus 2 likes on Tesla. Why couldn't I buy Tesla? Do people hate me? Sometimes you just get dislikes. It happens. But yeah, I make videos over there just making a bunch of different updates during the day. And if you want to follow that, then definitely follow that. Let's see. That's pretty much it. I did see some movement a little bit. I seen some movement in FAMI. FuboTV has decreased a little bit down to $20.97, basically where my cost average is. I want to see it hit that floor. If it starts to go against me, then I'm gonna get out of that. And see, this is where you see that opportunity, because technically the floor is 14. So should I wait for it to go to 14? Probably. Am I looking for an increase? Yes. So what I would do is just set, a stop loss somewhere around, let's say it's at 21 now. So I was hoping that it would go at like 22. And if it goes down to 21, then I would get stopped out. But let's just say 2080. I wanted to sell. Stop price 2080 of, how many shares do I have? 100? $20.80. So yeah, I'll set that when it does open. Hopefully it does. It does open higher. That would be amazing. Matt Perry, I haven't seen you in here in a while. Not talking to myself. There's another Matt Perry. Matt, do you trade currencies? No, cryptocurrencies, but no. You see my 7 dwarfs meme on the Perry Experience subreddit? Yeah, I did see that. I wanted to review some stuff, but we don't get a lot of posts on here, man. I want some more posts so that I can do like full reviews, like full breakdowns of what's going on, and laughing at some memes. I think it's funny. So if you guys want to join the Perry Experience subreddit, definitely do that. I hold. It's not hard, just to hold with. Yeah. So if you want to join the Perry Experience subreddit, can definitely do. There's a lot of things to join, a lot of things to be a part of here. Mr. Berger, thank you for becoming a member. Profit Hands Perry, wonderful morning. Yeah, it's great to see you. Thank you for stopping by. We need to get you on a stream with Big Dog Stocks. I've seen his stuff a little bit. Interesting. He's got some interviews, interview skills. Him and I did a fun one the other night. I'll have to check it out. What day was it? I'll probably be able to figure it out if he has your name in the title. I thought you were getting rid of your 90s denim shirt. I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea what you're talking about here. You never come to Discord. I do. I try to. I respond like multiple times. It's just there's a lot that goes in there, and having 2 kids and all of the videos, it's just very tough to respond to everything. So I try and read a lot of the stuff, and if people answer the questions, then I just like what they said and like the whole conversation. Maybe hit some emojis or whatever, but I'll play some things in there. But yeah, you're right. I would love to be able to put a lot more in there. FuboTV is going up pretty good. Yeah, see, I talked about FuboTV last night. So I brought that up in the Discord group last night. Sometimes I'm there, sometimes I'm not. Thumbnail shirt. Oh, the thumbnail shirt. No, I have those are like saved pictures. Oh, you're talking about the MP shorts. Yeah, it's just easy to keep that one. I should actually get rid of that one and add a different picture. But it's the time consuming part of it, like tracing out all of it and doing that. So eventually I will. some people just don't believe in Dogecoin. Like, either those people that don't really believe in Dogecoin are probably people that got out and sold the position, and that now they don't believe in it. Now they're just like, oh well, if it goes up, then I'm salty for selling. You know what I mean? Like, if you sold the position, just accept the fact that you had a gain. Yeah, you can say, okay, I should have bought in at this point, but you don't need to throw negativity on everybody else. Especially if it does go up, then they're going to be like, oh, well, you know what? Get out, get out, get out. And it's like, relax. Hail at Brad. Can we kick Mr. Burger? His name makes me hungry. Gotta grab some chips. Yeah, I'm starving. I don't eat in the morning, so I'm starving. The real question is Matt, do you ever lick Carl's leg back? Be honest. No. I do smell his fur a lot though, because it just smells, I don't know, clean. But that's my problem. But no, I don't lick his leg back. He does that for himself. It's simple. Haters gonna hate. Yeah. I mean, I don't only think it's just, haters on the fact that, you're holding. It's just people that have an opinion and they feel strongly about that opinion. I understand where you're coming from. If you feel strongly about an opinion, then it's good. But you can't sit here and tell people, oh, it's gonna fall just because you sold maybe a little too early. You still have hope. Even when I did sell, GME in the past, did I say like, no, it's not going down, I don't believe in this? No, that's not the case. I said there was another opportunity. I can make more money right now, even if it did increase. However, it increased at maybe $100 more than where I thought it was going to get. I thought it was going to get to $100 and then make that move eventually and continue to grow after that. But I thought there was more of an opportunity to make money elsewhere before this actually grew. But you knew exactly what happened. And I still said, right after, I was like, look, it's still a great position. You could still see that growth. We're going to see it by March, but I felt like there was a great opportunity now, and there was. But looking back at it, obviously GME would have been a better opportunity at that point. So I'll never wish anything negative on anybody. I'll always say what I'm actually feeling. Matt, you afraid to lick the cat? No, I'm not gonna lick a cat. Why would I do that? What? Frazier, thank you for becoming a member. I'm still mad about SNL. I wish they spoke more positively about Doge. Tell you the truth, like a lot of people think that it was because of the way they spoke about Doge that it decreased. No, it was the fact that people could not make that move in there, could not buy, and when they start to see that price go down, more people start to sell. And when you have that activity that piles all on another, it ends up being a horrible situation, a negative situation. It's just like getting into traffic. A lot of people will think that traffic will start because of an accident or because of I don't know, something. Let's maybe construction. There we go. But a lot of times you'll get into traffic because one person slowed down to look at something on the opposite side of the road. So what someone will do is, you'll see these cars going, everybody's going at the same speed, and then this car stops and this car has to stop. Then that car keeps going, and then the next car has to stop, and the next car has to stop, next car has to stop. It builds up in traffic just by someone slowing down. So it's the same way with this. You're going to see a lot of people, end up selling off because of the fact that it creates that downward spiral. It's more of a snowball effect too. Like it's going to keep going. So it's not only about what they said. I thought it was positive because they make jokes about things. It's jokes. So I expected them to make a joke about the overall Doge situation. If they said a bunch of positive things about Doge, it wouldn't be SNL. You know what I mean? Like if they did it on a news network, then I understand. It should be nothing but, you know, information and positivity, but you had to, I didn't hear my thank you for becoming a member. Now, I did say it. I just couldn't say your name. Tamagato, Tamagato. Anyways, thank you for becoming a member. But yeah, I think that's the reason. Like, I feel like it was a great thing that happened. Mentioning it multiple times. It's SNL. They're going to tell jokes. So I expected that. And to say that it's a hustle is the lowest, or the probably the best joke that you can get out of that. So live stream your first licking of the cat. No, I'm not going to lick the cat. Carl works his fur. Carl works his fur off licking yours. Sniffing is very judgy, but licking is a compliment. No, I'm not gonna lick the cat. Let's Matt, where do you think Safe Moon is going? I'm in for 200 million coins. I don't think it's going to a crazy number. I think this is more of a move to where people can make some money. Now with 200 million coins, it's going to be tough for you to get sold out all of those and make the same amount of money for all of those coins. Do you know what I mean? Because that's basically like saying, all right, I have, I don't even know, 1% of a stock, right? And if you sell all of that position, it's going to decrease that position. You know what I mean? So what you're going to see is a portion get filled at whatever price you're at. Then you're going to see another portion get filled at another price. So it's going to be tough. And I can tell you that once you get to a certain point, to a certain level, there's going to be a lot of people that are willing to sell. And this is why I'm probably going to sell right before we actually have it jump to like 1 cent. I'm expecting 1 or 2 cents out of it. But if we can get to something where it gets to 1 cent, maybe I'll sell there with the thought that it's going to get to 2 cents, depending what people are saying. If I see a lot of people with their predictions saying it's going to get to 1 cent, I'm going to sell before it. I'm not going to sell on the way down. I'm going to sell before it, just because I'm going to be able to, you know, capture some of that profit that others would end up selling at. So everybody's not going to get sold out at that price, but I'm looking to basically make a little bit of money off top of that. It'd probably be like a couple thousand, maybe 30,000, 40,000 off of a $200 investment. That's what I'm looking at there. So same thing with like a Shiba Inu coin. I think that has like a $300 trillion or 300 trillion supply. So it's basically the same situation, just kind of half that amount. The only thing that SafeMoon has going for it is the fact that it has a burn rate. So you can burn off a lot of those coins as time goes on. Carl Hot Tub Stream, he would kill me if that's the case. Carl Hot Tub Stream. I was just watching a video on YouTube. I think it's the Asher Show, and he was talking about hot tub streams and how they're taking over Twitch, and it's ridiculous. And it's pretty funny. All right, so we got 427 people in here, guys. Make sure you guys hit that like button. It does dwindle down in views, but you know, or in viewers, but I'm so happy to have the amount of people that are here. You know, I'm all for, you know, growth of the channel, so it takes a while to get there. I wish that I was at that point to where I'm getting 8,000 viewers, but that's not the case. So I'm happy with everybody that's here. Obviously, that will make me feel better about the taxes that I'm going to have to pay by Monday. So the more money I can make this month, even though I'm actually spending the most money this month than I've spent in any other month prior to this. I mean, a lot. A lot. Safe Moon is even worse. Hustle. Yeah, that's what I mean. That's why I'm saying that you should never put like a crazy amount of money in some of these places, because some of these, a lot of the lower priced cryptos, the ones that really aren't on exchanges, yeah, you're right. They may be, a hustle, right, for a lot of people, and you consider it a gamble. You shouldn't gamble all of your money. Now, there are some people that truly do believe in something as hard as it is being pushed. They'll believe in something and put $1,000 into it. Now, that's not a crazy amount, but it is a lot compared to something like, Dogecoin. I can put $1,000 into Dogecoin. I know it's established. I know that people want to push the price up. I know that it has buying and selling pressure way above 1 cent. So I don't have to worry about that. But when it comes to Safe Moon, it's supposed to be like it's lower price, has a lot of supply. It doesn't really give you an understanding to why it's going to increase or why it's worth that much. So yeah, I'm right there with you, Grim the Tooth. I'm right there with you. I know exactly what you mean. But yeah, I'll only risk like $100, maybe $70. I just put 70 into Shiba Inu coin just in case it gets to something. And if it ends up increasing a hefty amount, that's $70 that I will turn it into something big. Or if I lose it all, I lose it all. It's $70. I've lost $70 on a day. I've lost $70 in an hour. It's not that big of a deal. Now, if that starts to add up and you have a bunch of things that are losing $70 and it gets up to $700, that ends up being big. So just make sure you play it the right way. This channel is not all about certain like gambling coins. Obviously, we know that we're trading. So we have some sort of strategy there. Investing, we have a strategy there. I just released a new video on my Patreon for the top 2 levels. I'm going to be doing like an ETF watch. So if you guys are interested in long-term positions, it's great to be able to have those ETFs, especially newer ETFs, so that you can see that growth from the start. Because a lot of times you're getting into an ETF now that's like $3,000 or, $300, which ends up being ridiculous. So, I'm guessing people suggest Carl Hot Tub Streams never actually owned a cat. It had to give it a bath. The funny thing is, I think Carl's actually more calm when I give him a bath, and Daisy is the one that will like murder you. Got much Shiba? I have about 2 million. That's it. Safe Moon is Danger Moon. I'm in it, and I agree. Yeah. Christopher, thank you for becoming a member. Matt, you're a good sport about making Carl jokes. But I bit a dog back once after he bit me. He was a good dog, but I got bit aggressive while playing. After that, he never bit me again. Well, yes. I play with my dog all the time, and she gets pretty aggressive, but she never bites anybody. Ever. Send Carl to Trey for a hot tub stream? What are you talking about? That's funny. All right, let's see. We got 5 minutes. It looks like FuboTV is increasing. If it comes back to 2080, I will end up selling that position. And I'm thinking about putting that into some other areas. So let's see. It looks like Zom is starting to really come back. Really, really come back. So, how much is that position? I have about 2,120. Let's see what Tesla's doing. Because I'm thinking about putting that in Tesla. Is Roblox decreasing? It should be. It is. Tesla is decreasing. It's down by 2%, 2.3%. It's still lower than my cost basis, which is good. But I would like to see that increased. I would like to see everything increase to where I don't have to really change anything. I want to sell my FuboTV, but I would like to sell it somewhere above 23. My profit target is 25 though. Matt, I saw your YouTube clip on the guy who made over $1 million on Doge. Great job. Funny how he risked over 100K to get there. Put some reality into how we are investing, not gambling like him. Yeah, I mean, he put it there without actually understanding what it was. Yes, you could see a lot of potential there, but putting 100K, 180K into something and risking it all like that is crazy. Like a lot of other people that end up becoming a millionaire from this, they put in money early. They put in $1,000 early, like when it first got to Robinhood, and now they're making a ton of money from it. You're making hundreds of thousands of dollars from it. But putting in 180K, all of your life savings, is just crazy. And at that point, like I said in the video, I was saying, look, you put 180K in there. It makes sense if you take $1 million plus out right now and just put that away. And then you can also keep all the rest in there so that it can grow if it does have that potential to grow. So I think that would have been the best decision. But he didn't end up taking that advice because he didn't see it. And I don't even think, see, this is the thing. Like when Graham and Andre were talking to him, it was all about, selling all of it. And as an investor, as a trader, you understand that if you sell a portion of it, you can capture that profit while still being in it for the long haul. Do you know what I mean? Like you're cashing out $1 million. You now have $1 million. Yes, you have to pay taxes on that, but you now have $1 million. So what are you going to do with that $1 million? You can put it into different investments, long-term investments. He's very, very young, so he could have set himself up for life by putting that into an index fund or putting it into a mutual fund, putting it into different places and gaining, 10, 20, however many percent. You know what I mean? It makes no sense what he was doing, but it's his investment. You can't tell someone to do something. You can suggest it, and if they do it, they do it. But I thought it was a good video. But once I seen it, I got a little upset with how things were playing out. So we have 1 minute until the market opens. Let's see what's decreasing here. DraftKings is decreasing yet again. We have FuboTV. Where's FuboTV? I need to see where it's at. It's up 19%. Are we going to see that fly today? I hope we are going to see it fly. I think I'm going to hold on to it because right now I'm up. It says $52, but really I'm up less than that because the cost basis is $20.90. But I want to take. See, the thing is I want to take some positions out. I believe in FuboTV more than some other positions that I own. So I wanted to take some out and put them in other areas so that I'm not holding so many investments. I'm holding a lot of investments for someone that, swing trades and day trades. So we are now open. We should be open right now. Let's see what AMC is doing. Let's actually go to the minute chart. You can see that AMC starting to increase here. We're seeing that move up. That's good. A lot of things are red right now. A lot of things are red. We're seeing FAMI that's red. That's starting to fall back. We're seeing FuboTV that's starting to pull back a little bit. Hopefully we can see a little bit of recovery. We're not seeing anything positive right now. We might see more of the same that we've seen yesterday. So yeah, that's now below my cost basis. That's starting to really pull back. We can see Meat Tech is now up 2%. That's very spotty though, very spotty. See what AMC's doing. Almost up 1%. That's making a move. AMC's making a move right now. But a lot of things are still red. We can see Coinbase is down a little bit. DraftKings is actually making a positive move. FuboTV is now starting to recover a little bit. That's good to be able to see that. Hopefully we could see not even a V-shaped recovery, just a bottom out and recover. That's what we're hoping for. Eyes is up 15%. That was up quite a bit today, up like 25% at one point. FuboTV is starting to decrease more. You're seeing it get to $20.42. GME down to 145. Want to see that? I want to see that go lower so that I can grab some more of that. But then again, I would need to clear up some capital. And the good thing is I'm already holding it, so it wouldn't increase the amount of stocks or tickers that I'm holding. Grab CCIV before that ticker change. CCIV doing anything today? Ooh. Let's see. FuboTV is now down to 16%. We need to see that skyrocket. We need to see that recovery. Looks like it's starting to recover a little bit. There we go. That's what we want to see. That's what we want to see. We want to see some positive movement. Let's go. Cost is now, that's not really moving at all. It's got 5,000 shares worth of volume. OCGN's up 1%. ZOM is down 0.5%. Tesla's down 1%. Starting to make that move back up though. I think I'm now positive on Tesla again. Yes, I am. I'm also positive on FuboTV, so that did make a move back up above my cost basis slightly. We want to see that make a really big move. AMC's up 1%. Make sure you guys hit that like button. How's ZOM doing? I think I just talked about it. It's down 0.5%. It is making a move. It's now actually up 0.6%. So we're seeing this make a move up to 85 cents. We need to see that break. Break that 85-cent mark, which it did. Let's get it up to 86 cents. There we go. Get it up to 86 cents. It's going to keep climbing. Just wait for that because it is being overbought at the moment. Just wait for that, probably to pull back. But hopefully a healthy pullback to where it basically resets the RSI, and then we can continue to grow from there. It's just going to be a bad week. Good week to buy, though. It depends. You can always see a reversal. I mean, there's some positions. You look at ZOM that's actually making a pretty decent move. You can see, Romeo Power that's starting to increase here. You can see Ricey that's starting to make a little bit of a move. Rocket, that absolutely sucks. Ride, that's making a positive move slightly. Still needs to climb a lot more. Donkey Kong here making a move as well. We have AMC at 1.7% up. That's not bad. That's a good move. It's not a crazy move, but it's a good move. Ears has decreased quite a bit. Or no, sorry, that was Eyes, I think. Eyes is now starting to climb a little bit more. Ears is now on the way up. Coin, that's climbing as well, above 300. That's good for some people that are holding. Did you see one positive article on AMC from Motley Fool today? I haven't seen any positive articles on AMC like for a while. I've seen a lot of negative articles. Yep. FAMI is up, or FAMI is down 1.5%. My ears feel weird. AMC, let's see what FuboTV is. That's dropping now. Look at that. Look at that drop. Look at that drop. Why would people be selling off at that point? Wait for that V-shaped recovery. We're going to get that V-shaped recovery here. I know we are. Unless it ends up being a down day. I totally forgot about Ricey in my 401k brokerage. Don't even think about it. Long-term play. Well, that's good. You know, if you have a long-term play, it's great to not think about it. I mean, I have things in Fidelity that I do check. I want to see what the dividends are like and, what ETFs I'm invested in and all that stuff and what the Fidelity fund is doing. So like for me, my Fidelity fund is like, moving at 19%, and then you have my overall long-term portfolio growing at over 20%. So I mean, I'm absolutely ecstatic with that. So let me actually check now, because I don't check it that often. Nose is starting to get stuffed for some reason. It's kind of cold down here. We're about to break $20 on FuboTV here, which does entirely suck. But AMC is up. I just hope we don't see this downward movement, which it's looking like things are starting to turn negative here. You got some things that are turning positive. Zom was up there, but it did, have that pullback. Not just a healthy pullback. That's a pullback back to the 15 moving average. Healthy pullback would be somewhere halfway between that, and then you'll be able to see the movement up. Tesla looks like it is increasing, continuing to move up to 614. I bought in. I have 8 shares at 608. So would like to continue to see that above that 608 mark. SOS, that was increasing a little bit and then started to flatten out. Might fall again. Let's see. Come on, Fubo. Come on, FuboTV. Looks like Roblox is down 3%. Starting to increase here. Starting to make its move up. Ride. God damn it. Yeah, my portfolio. Let's see what's going on. Sorry, I lied. My the Fidelity fund is up 19%. My overall portfolio is up 14%. So that's still not bad. I'm still anything above really 10%. I'm happy. Even above 7%, I'm happy. But we're at 14.4%. I'm happy with that movement. I'll take that any day. Obviously, I have some others invested into SPHD, into PSEC. But those are both dividend plays. SPHD is more of an ETF as well, so you're going to be able to see some monthly dividends from that while growing slowly. So growing at 10% rate, while PSEC is growing at only 2% of a gain. So either way, it looks good. AMC's up 1%. Jesus. Coinbase is up 0.7%. We're seeing some positive movement there. That looks really good, really healthy. DraftKings is now down and starting to collapse again. What a shocker. What a shocker. FAMI is down 2%. Starting to see that push back up. Oh, that collapsed. It was pushing back up to the 15 moving average, but now it's not. You're seeing FuboTV start to make that move back up, a bounce off of $19. Let's see if we can stick to that and grow up to that $25 mark. That would be amazing. However, we're seeing a lot of things that are down. MVIS is down 5%, down to $13.91. My Medicine is down 1.6%. Mars down 3%. Cost is down 1.3%. GameStop is down 3% as well, down to 142. I'm still holding 2 shares at 176. I would like that to go down to 100 to see that really, really decrease, because I want to buy about 100 shares. Or not 100 shares. I want to buy about 10 shares at about $1,000 there. So we'll see how that plays out. Ride down 2.6%. Zom down 1.8%. That's starting to decrease more. Get past the 200 EMA, which entirely sucks. The good thing is, as I look into Hayden and Harper's 529 accounts. If you guys don't have a 529 account, definitely get that for your children, because you can grow at just crazy rates, and they give you tax benefits as well, whether it's state tax or federal tax, whatever it ends up being. But you could see that well, you can't see it, but I'm up 16% on Harper's and 19% on Hayden. So and I continue to invest into that and continue to grow as time goes on. So SOS is now down basically 5%. Is anything up? It doesn't seem that way. It does not seem that way. It's funny because that article was posted right after Sean Williams. I got everything in my medicine before the trials get positive results, or their trials. I sold all my Nokia shares and moved everything into Doge for the hell of it. Well, is that good? Did you make money on Nokia? I have everything in. I totally forgot about. I just read that a while ago. Eyes is up 16%. It was up pretty high. I don't know if it's still up that high. Where's Eyes? Yeah, it's up 14% now. So it is decreasing. You're seeing a lot of things start to fall. They did have those rallies, and they're starting to fall. So that's fine. That's totally fine. FuboTV had a pretty decent after hours, so I'm really excited about that. Getting to $22.68. I thought maybe it was going to push above that, and we might still see that throughout the day. So I'm going to have to try and keep an eye on it so I don't miss my exit point. But my exit point, it's supposed to be $25. I would like to take some out to put into Tesla if it's going to go down, or if it's going to continue to go down, because right now I'm sitting at 608 and the current price is 608. Thank you, John, for becoming a member. Good morning, Matt and family. Good morning, Brian Fuller. Thank you for stopping by. How is HBAR? It's HBARX. Is this a crypto that we're looking at, or is this a cryptocurrency, or is this an actual position that we're CP? HBAR. I don't see that. HBARX, but HBAR. That's at 27 cents. Circulating supply is 8.2 billion, which is not bad. The max supply is 50 billion. You see volume circulation of 211 million. Not bad. A fully diluted market cap is 13.7 billion. 13.7 billion. Why is the market cap? Why is the market cap 2.2 billion, but the fully diluted market cap is 13.7 billion? That's weird. Matt, look on the Discord. Or at general? Yeah, that's funny. I like that. Hilarious. That's exactly how I sound. This is fine. Everything's okay. That's funny. Um, was I stupid for throwing $20 at Shiba Inu the other day? I don't think that's stupid. If you can't afford to lose $20, then yes, it was. But if you can afford to lose it, I think it's worth it. If you found a place to where you don't have to pay a crazy amount of fees in order to do something, then yeah, it's okay. I'm I'm all for it. I threw $70 at Shiba, so and let it sit there. I have about 2 million coins, and I don't think it's stupid. Just make sure you have a plan for when you want to actually get out, because I think it's going to increase. It's just, how far will it increase? It's not going to go too far because I don't think the supply does anything. Three top stocks under $10 that are already down more than 50%. Smile Direct Club, that's down 51%. Root is down 63%. AMC is down 52%. In the country. When was this? May 12th? How is AMC down 52%? Like total from where it was? Seeing the country's largest multiplex operator on the list seems odd, leaving you with two questions. Is AMC really down? As technically has more quadrupled in 2021, and AMC Entertainment a disruptor. We can tackle the price action first outside of the brief burst as a meme stock. When it popped its head above $20 in late January, AMC spent most of the past year in a single digits. Technically, it has been cut in half from the high watermark. AMC being disruptive. Should you invest $1,000 in AMC Entertainment right now? Before you consider AMC Entertainment, you'll want to hear this. Investing Legends Motley Fool, co-founder, blah, 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 blah. They believe are the AMC Entertainment wasn't one of them. It seems like that's their opinion about everything. I've seen that portion multiple times. That should you invest $1,000 in AMC right now, and that it's not one of the top 10 stocks, so or something like that. And it's like, well, it should be. anything that they talk about, BS. I did read it. It's positive until it gets to the bottom. Yesterday I put $300 diversified into 30% BNT, 30% SU into sushi, and 19% Anchor, 17% ZRX long-term hold. That's good. That's good if you really diversified $300. That's really, really good. I always like to find a way to diversify a lot of things, especially with crypto. I keep looking at all these super low share crypto amounts like Shiba and SafeMoon and wanting to throw $20 and $30 into it just to let it sit there for years. That's not a bad idea. The only thing is you want to find something that actually has like value to it. So I understand what the thought is like Shiba and SafeMoon. SafeMoon probably more than Shiba. The only reason I say that is because of the burn rate, and it burns off a lot of that supply. With a lower supply, it creates higher demand. So that's where you want to look at first. And with Shiba, it has 300 trillion coins available, and that's where it ends up being a problem. So you want to be able to throw it at places to where you feel it is going to grow, a relatively, high price, especially like something like, let's say, let's go back here and let's look up, what is it? YFI. If you look at something like this and you find a cryptocurrency that has only 36,000 in supply and it looks like it's gaining popular demand, why not? Why not throw some money into that? If it is at a low price at the moment, then definitely do that and let it sit there. Now, this is not a low price, but just imagine, when it was a low price, like how long ago was it? I mean, it pretty much started, I guess, at $769, but starting there at such a low price, with so little out there, it creates huge potential. You know what I mean? Something that you put in $762 could be worth, $80,000 literally in a couple of months. This is June of July of 2020. In just like a year or so, you could have been up $80,000. You know what I mean? Like, that is huge. That's what I'm saying. If you put it in something and you feel like it's brand new, it's something that can grow, has a lot of potential behind it. You basically look up the top 10 coins to buy in, and you look at ones that are low price, then you could definitely make some moves there. But those are the ones that I would say you put money into, not something like a Shiba coin. I mean, it's always great to put it in there to see that double or triple, but it loses potential after it gets to a certain market cap, right? So well, I found that one article interesting. John Williams is a clown. So yeah, that's my opinion on cryptocurrency, is really, especially like the lower ones. Obviously, I'm going to put money into some of the bigger name ones like Bitcoin, and more usable ones like Bitcoin, Ethereum Classic, like all of those different ones. Dogecoin as well. I consider that a good investment where it is. XRP, whatever it ends up being, but you put money in there and you let it sit for a long period of time. It ends up being really big. It ends up being really big, and that's why I like to invest in crypto. So I think that's what you should do. I totally lost my train of thought throughout that whole entire thing, but it doesn't. It happens. It happens. So we have 6 minutes left in the stream. Make sure you guys hit that like button. I'm going to play this ad here. If you do get an ad, and that's great. If you don't, then you don't. It's fine. I like your cut, G. I don't have a cut. My hair is crazy. So tired. So yeah, that's what I like to look up. I like to basically look at a lot of these different positions and what can they actually get to? What is the potential? What is the growth potential there? What does market cap actually mean? So the way you actually calculate market cap is taking the total supply and multiplying it by the price. So you're basically going to say what that company is really worth, and does it have a market cap of whatever billion or whatever trillion? Probably not. I play too much. I'm sorry. No, it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. We're all here to joke around, be serious at sometimes, but joke around. That's what it's all about. So that's what I mean. You need to focus on market cap a little bit and say, where will this get to? If you multiply the price by this market cap, where can it possibly get to in the price? Being at 8.2 billion, it does give you a big, well, I guess the total supply would actually be more, so 50 billion. It still does give you a decent amount of movement that you can get to. The thing that we like to see is like what I was looking at with YFI. YFI was around 36,000. You have Ethereum Classic that's around 116 million. So the potential with Ethereum Classic, putting, even just owning one share of Ethereum Classic or one coin of Ethereum Classic could be really, really big. If we're looking at all, and we're looking back to 2017, this decreased quite a bit. What in the world? Am I looking at Ethereum Classic? Am I looking at the right thing? There we go. It was at $1 back here. So something that was $1 can easily grow to $170 or $150. If you owned, a thousand coins of that in 2017, look where that grew to. So something like that. You know what I mean? And it's just 2017. It's not like it's that far, far away. Crypto is like penny stocks. Lots to choose from. Some will be grand slams, others will most likely be strikeouts. Although they can multiply 10x, but it's a gamble. Yes, you're right. However, you can either put all your money into something that does have potential. This is the thing. You can actually take away from that gambling aspect of it. So let's say you look at all of the different cryptos that are out there. You can probably narrow it down a lot by just looking at what the total supply is. Narrow it down by what the total supply is. If you see a lot of supply and you see it's newer, you see it's something that was just created, it could be something that you might want to put, maybe $100 into. You put $100 into and it's down, it's at $1 or whatever, and it has that potential to grow a heck of a lot just based on the market cap and the usability of it, then yeah, you can easily throw $100, get, 100 coins, and that can go from, $1 to $80,000. But obviously that's an extreme scenario. You can go from $1 to $1,000. Then that 100 coins that you own is now worth $100,000. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's literally the growth you could see within a year. Now it could be a lot more after that, but if you find a lot more opportunities like that by putting only $100 to gain $100,000, literally you just funded like everything that you have in the future when it comes to putting money in different cryptos. You know what I mean? So it's creating more of an investment. You're creating that larger investment to put more money into other areas. So I feel like it's not a bad option. In your opinion, would it be wise to throw, let's say, $500 towards Ethereum Classic? I think Ethereum Classic is not bad. I wanted to wait for that dip. I ended up throwing it in lower than where it was, lower than that dip. So it got to 170 and then dipped down to 130, and then I bought it at 130. It dipped down to 106 or something, or 99. But yeah, I'm actually throwing, $50 into Ethereum Classic 2 times a month. So I'm going to throw money in there, and I'll also put money into other areas. But we'll see how this does play out. And I'm going to look at some other cryptos and then give you guys an update on, what I'm throwing money into, what I'm going to be holding. I'm going to be putting, hopefully I can buy a lot on Coinbase. That would be amazing. But you understand that I'm not going to be able to buy everything on Coinbase. You could drop 100 on 10 different cryptos. Yeah, you could drop 100 on 10 different cryptos, and it could be something where you own one that might pop off to, a pretty big number. The only thing is that, like I said, you want to do your research, because if you don't do research and you don't understand what the capability of it is, not just the hype that you get around it. Yes, Shiba has a lot of hype to grow, basically gain 100 or 200 or 300%, right? Or even, I think it grew like 1900%. That's literally, $1,900 you can gain off of a $100 investment. So that's huge. But something that actually has potential above that point. You don't have to invest in something that's 0.00001 cents. You can invest in something that's $1 and grow to a larger portion. So let's see where everything is, and then we're going to end this stream. So it looks like AMC is still close to that 1% mark, started to kind of level out here. You're seeing that, actually I'm on recently viewed. Let's see. We have CCIV that's down almost 2%. We have DraftKings. Now I want to say Donkey Kong every time I see this. You have DraftKings that's down 2%. That's steadily decreasing. Did look like it was going to recover, but it didn't. You have FAMI that's down 3%, down to 38 cents. You have FuboTV that's down 14. You've got to be kidding me. All right. All right, whatever. Anyways, you got FuboTV that's down to $21 or $20.23, up 14%, which is still good. Coin that's up 0.5%. GameStop that's down 2%. I'll keep an eye on that. Cost that's down 2%, 2.5%. My medicine that's up 0.2%. OCGN that's up 4%. You're seeing that increase. That's good. Starting to level out. Starting to actually bow out a little bit. Roblox that's down 7%. Like I said, that fluctuates between $60 and $80. So if it gets down to 60 again, definitely take that buy in there and look for that to increase. It's done it multiple times. It's ready to do it again. SOS is down 4%. That's going to probably be one of my swing trades. Probably not for the week. It's probably for next week. So something to keep an eye out on. However, you look at Zom, and that's decreasing down to 81 cents. That sucks a lot. But yeah, I think that's it, guys. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Make sure you guys hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell for more videos like this one. Also, follow me on my social medias, on my Twitter, my Instagram, my TikTok, all of that. I forgot to stream on TikTok today, but make sure you follow me there. Looks like Zom is really pushing down. That sucks. But, yeah, follow me all there. Let's see. What else? Join the Discord group if you guys are interested. It's always fun. There's a lot of people over there. I like reading a lot of the stuff. Can't respond to everything, but I like reading a lot of the stuff and giving my opinion when I can give my opinion. But that's pretty much it, guys. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Enjoy your day. Hopefully we find a way to recover after these first 30 minutes and, gain some money here. But I'll see you guys in the next one.